Hello Aries, thanks for joining me for the July of 2020 Taroscope. This is Vickieverlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess. I have been reading tarot professionally over 30 years. I do psychic tarot, psychic astrology, and channeling. This is for Aries rising, sun, Aries rising, Aries sun, and Aries moon people. We're going to use going back to the old standards this month, I'm going to use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the main portion of the reading, and then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you are a Patreon level 2 subscriber, then you will get 3 bonus cards from the Songs for the Journey Home. The cards have been thoroughly shuffled, and now I'm just going to do a loose shuffle and allow higher guidance to just bring out the appropriate cards for Aries for July of 2020. And one more card for Aries. There we go. Okay, let's take a look. There's a lot going on still this month. We're still having one more eclipse, so we're still in eclipse season. We're having another new moon in Cancer, which is also an unusual astrological thing. You know, you guys are squared off with this. This is cardinal energy, your cardinal sign. So there's a square off. If you don't really know your rising sign or any of that, I'm offering now a free thing on my website. You can find out to get your free astrologies, you know, find out where all your stuff's at. So if you're interested in that, you can look on my website for the free information. And then I also have a pay-per-view video where you could find out more about how to interpret it. Right away, we've got this King of Rods. So this is you. There's no gender in these general readings, so this King of Rods is you. Whether you're male or female does not matter. This would be you. You are in the upright position, and look at how you're just surrounded with these angelic energies. You have the Star is right behind you. Star is the highest spiritual card in the deck. It is spirit guides, angels, higher guidance, and it's bestowing blessings on you, and it's almost like it's whispering in your ear, it feels like, or you've got an angel on your shoulder or something. I might make that your headline, an angel on your shoulder. I like that. Let me write that down real quick. Angel on your shoulder. Yeah, and not only that, not only the Star right behind you, like on your shoulder, but you also have the Judgment card here. And the Judgment card, I always look, well, where's that horn pointing? It's pointing directly at you. So you've got above and behind, and so it's major blessings being bestowed upon you. The Judgment card is talks a lot about cycles in life and karmic lessons that you've learned. So it says that you've been through some hardships and some hard times, and you've learned this lesson, and you're free to move on. You should be moving on. And this is a turning point. These eclipses and all this stuff and these cardinal signs, it's a turning point. So you're free to you should be making new beginnings anyway. And you even have the Ace of Rods down here. The Ace of Rods is a new beginning. The seeds planted and are blooming and growing. And just like with the horn on that Judgment card, I always look at where is the Ace of Rods pointing to. It's pointing right back up here to the Star again. So it all comes back to this. Below you, you also have the Chariot. The Chariot is the highest success card in the entire deck. Another thing I want to note is this is the King of Rods. This isn't the Knight or the Page or the Queen of Rods. It's the King of Rods. The King has more experience. The King has more knowledge. The King is further along on his path, therefore makes wiser decisions, and you know, is just a further along on his path and has more life experience and is more able to be in tune with this. Is maybe not as impetuous as some of the younger signs, you know, because Aries, you're the first sign of the zodiac, and sometimes you can be pegged as, you know, impetuous. But now you're showing up as the King. This is some sort of newfound maturity. You're releasing old belief systems that no longer serve you. Old belief systems of lack and not having enough. Something's coming back to you that's been taken away. And it's, again, this is from seeing things from a higher perspective. A lot of times these are like, this one can be like petty disputes, this card. And it's in reverse. So it's like, you don't have to engage in petty disputes or bickering. You are from a higher level. You are from a higher acknowledgement, a higher level, and you're further along on your path. There's going to be some changes in your money, but you might have to spend money to make money. This could be an investment. Maybe some of you are thinking about investing in something. If you are investing in something, it looks like it could really be very prosperous for you. You could have a lot of success with it. If some of you may be planning a move or a journey, it could be very prosperous. But you're going to have to not, these are both cards, they can be, of being kind of tight with money. So you have to be, and that's not usually an Aries thing. Usually you guys are pretty free and loose. You know, you're a fire sign, so you're pretty, you know, you're not a tightwads most of the time. So it could be a cautionary tale on that if you've been being too tight with it. But also it can also be with the star and all these blessings. These two cards could be saying maybe you won't have to be so tight anymore. Maybe things are loosening up where you're not going to have to worry so much. But either way, money flow is a thing. Money's going to be flowing. You have to allow it to flow. If you're holding on too tight, you have to open up and let it flow. Or if you've had to, if things have been tight, beyond circumstances, beyond your control, then it's just going to be flowing more. I see it like flowing around in a big circle here, and that's very, very favorable and positive energy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling up with our animal totem cards. I'm letting everybody know that powerful eclipse solstice reading, even though that has passed by, it was in late June, that energy is still relevant. So you can order it till the end of June, but it lasts for the whole season at least with the solstice. And then you factor in the eclipse and it lasts another 6 to 12 months. So the energy is very much still in play. So I initially said I would, offer it till the end of the month. But I'm going to probably go one more week because it's been really powerful. So maybe till the first week in July, I'll leave it up on the website. But then it'll be down, you won't be able to get it anymore. So if you are interested in getting it, you can check that out. Anything that you want to find out about me as far as ordering books, t-shirts, anything, it's all going to be, there'll be links in the description of this video. So please do check it out. Don't comment and ask where things are before you've checked the video description, because everything is listed there. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and shuffle up and do this reading, this animal tone for our Aries. Again, I wanted to cut it for somebody else. I want to cut it for you too. So let's see. The dolphin, that's a very high spiritual vibration, the dolphin. They are on a very high spiritual level. So, I mean, I'm going to put it here. This is where I put it. So, look, you've got the two angels and then the dolphin over here. There is an influx of very high spiritual energy for you that you are able to access. But it's going to be up to you to access it. And you've got to come out of these lower vibrational energies of worry, bickering, petty arguments and things like that, and then embrace this higher vibration. It's really like a big transitionary time for you that could be so super powerful. Let me read what I initially wrote with this. Optimism, clairaudience, spirit guides, star seeds, joyous interaction of fun and play, sexuality, caring for those less fortunate, embracing personal freedom, and respecting others' choices. Yeah, respecting other choices. Let's not sit there and get in an argument with anybody. Be above that. Be beyond that. You've grown. You have an opportunity to grow beyond that. Chariot says that you have an opportunity to grow by leaps and bounds, to really come up and hit, leap up to the next level. Take it to the ultimate highest level. Another thing is these cards that I'm mentioning that you are surrounded by, they're all major arcana cards. So the major arcana cards always do say that higher forces are at work. You just happen to have two of the really high spiritual ones there too. If you look for confirmation, if you start seeing dolphins, even if it's just not in person, but you start seeing dolphins like on your screen or your social media or TV or wherever on signs, that would be a sign that that would be confirmation for you. Also, the cool thing about this deck, let it talk to you. If there's specific words, especially because you have these spiritual cards, tune into your psychic ability. If there's specific words or letters that are popping out to you from this reading, that is the way that Spirit is really talking to you, that you can get a personal message from this very general reading. Alright, so what I've done here is I've laid out the cards for the Patreon level 2 people. If you want to find out how to get in on that, you can look below. The way I do it is I charge one price for the entire bonus readings for all 12 signs. So you don't have to pay for each one individually. You pay one price through Patreon, and you get access to all 12 of the bonus readings. If that's something that interests you, you can check out below. If you enjoy this content and would like to see more of it, there's a subscribe button. Usually it's in the bottom right. I think maybe sometimes it's elsewhere, but please do hit it, and then you will not miss out on my content. I've heard that people have a hard time finding my stuff, so if you hit the subscribe, then I'll be right in your list of subscribers, so you can check it, find it very easily. Alright, Aries, thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, donating, everything you do. Don't forget to remember you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of July and eclipse, and I'll speak to you soon.